Classy.
Harry Harvey Jr. is Junior.
We all got there at the same time.
Marijuana.
Oh, God. The pronunciation.
The Republican.
A violent narcotic.
I thought the Republican number one was up the bone.
Yeah.
Soul destroying.
You gotta have one of those.
Yeah.
Ghastly.
I really like the font they used.
I do
They
too.
wanted to make it like threatening. Why use such a pretty font?
I know.
It makes me want a marijuana. Tell your children. I see that is a thing.
Uh-huh.
Must be stopped. You and all the school parent groups about the country, and you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm here for the Reefer meeting. All of the parents look excessively like elderly. They look like grandparents, not parents.
Because this is their 8th children's school meeting.
That this scourge can be wiped out. Out of the traffic in these drugs, a lawlessness that we can scarcely estimate has grown and is now flourishing. It exists in almost every city and hamlet in the country. It might be interesting and important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country, and the work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington. I've received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau.
Phenomena.
The suppression of the use of marijuana. Marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. At the outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance, could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York, a field of marijuana was found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York. The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine. The deadly narcotic is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market. The sale of marijuana
I've
is
never
even
used a
more
rolling
difficult to
machine
detect
that
and halt
was that easy
than the
to
trafficking
use.
in drugs such as
I want to
opium,
use that machine.
morphine, and heroin. They are hidden in fake jewelry cases, in the heels of shoes, women's shoes especially, because the drugs can be secreted in false heels. Hollowed shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used. Watch cases are convenient hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It was concealed in an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana. No doubt many of you do not believe that these things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our own city. You probably read about it in the papers. However, I'll give you the real facts behind the case. There was an apartment near one of our high schools. It was run by a woman known as May.
Look at this dapper gentleman wearing his dad's pants and his mom's blazer.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Oh, Jack, we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio.
Oh.
I keep my drugs in the kitchen cabinet too.
I have to hide mine because Jerome will just give them away to everybody.
Oh, greetings.
Well, hello, fella. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here. Glad to see you.
Is the maid?
She'll be right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Oh, it's all right, Gwen. See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah? They're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm going to blow.
Where are you going?
I got to make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over that mother complex?
Nobody will suspect it in there. And I'm just gonna carry it under my arm like it's no big deal.
Yeah. All I'm thinking is Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
The cop heard him holler, "Stop!"
What's your traffic light? Up there on the lamppost.
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place with the swimming pool? Like to come?
Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'd sure like to have you.
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
See you later. Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh. Hey, how do you like that?
I like looking at teenagers too.
Very
It's kind of creepy.
Is he a teenager or?
I mean,
I know the one guy isn't a teenager, but like, are they supposed to be teenagers?
These are
They're very
teenagers.
well dressed.
See, they're carrying school books.
They look older than I do.
Well, that guy's got a receded hairline.
At the young age of 16.
Go for it. That's my dad's
Hello, Mary. How are you, Bill?
How are you, Ralph?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know my brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you?
Well,
I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill.
How do you do?
Glad to know you.
Getting dazed and confused vibes.
Be
I like high school girls.
Cooler if you did.
High school girls.
Time.
can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
You're gonna grab his ass?
Working.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Where are we going with this? To the dance?
Wild parties. You sons of bitches. Turn the music down.
I'm just a teenager casually smoking.
I mean, that was totally normal.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That hot finger's driving.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a wicked shot.
Now we dance like no one's watching.
Yeah, we dance like white people.
Dancing monkey, all he needs is
Yeah.
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. And he...
Does that say Shatner back there?
Alright, I'm done
I'm
walking
done.
away.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, go
That
ahead.
is like
Your turn.
the itty bittiest piano I've ever seen.
They were really small back then, especially for like in-home stuff.
Well, they're at a 5 and dimes, right?
Yeah.
A soda bar,
jerks, yeah.
Yeah. They went to go get some Whirl Whips.
malted milks.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who cups their joint like that?
I don't know.
great.
Oh my
Funny. That's funny. Is that what color it really is?
I wish.
That's
I'm
actually
doing it wrong.
You just finding that out?
Why can't we go now?
Good. Hey, kids, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, I always want to come.
For sure. Any place with you.
Well, come along. We can all go in my car.
Oh, sure, leave your fucking dishes. I got it.
It's Sweet of you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no. You know, after that session we had yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself.
He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind. Kind.
So very, very kind.
What?
Mary, before we do that, ma'am, how about reading some of this? Well, don't you like it?
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet's real small. That's why it's called a tragedy.
Uh-huh.
You're there beside me. Well, listen. It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo.
My dear.
It's almost as bad as Bob
She's got a voyeur
Dylan's.
geek. Look at that.
I'm gonna peek in on you. Yeah.
Just 20 years till then.
Oh, yeah. She's got a voyeur kink.
Hello. And into the pond.
No, he's not the only one who's wet.
Oh, I guess I'm all right. Well, bye. Bye.
Hey, Jay!
Oh, Julie. Hey.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, there should be.
Don't bother your father every night.
Have you?
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Well, I had to study, Ma.
He was not. I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill's got a girl. Got a girl.
Ma, make him cut it out.
Junior,
Well, Bill has got a girl.
quiet. And put that candy away till after dinner. Henry, you shouldn't have given it to him.
Well, he has got a girlfriend and
Your asshole radio. Fuck on you.
She doesn't look like that could be her child. Like, she looks like
grandma.
she looks like she already went through menopause when that child would have been born.
They age by 20 every 1 year.
It's like
Aye.
it has to be swell for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Dad, read me 26, will you?
Go ahead. Here we are. You see?
Oh, hello, Jimmy.
Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah. Can I take you any place?
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well, then, how about driving me over to the show place with me? I'll buy you soda.
Okay.
What's wrong with soda? Is it because it still had cocaine in it?
That would make it good, though. And it didn't
And he
need
asked
soda
for a
box.
root beer, and isn't root beer a soda?
Yeah, I thought so. Well, what do I know?
Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, come sit with us old people.
Hello, Ralph. How are you? Oh, Ralph, how have you been, Ralph? Hello, John. 2 sodas. No, I mean 1 soda and 1 root beer. How's Meg?
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill come along? Well, don't come on along. Bill, you'll get a kick out of it.
Thanks just the same.
They got boba straws back there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
Hello, Jack. What do you say? Yeah, come on in.
Come on, Bill. Don't stand there. Hi, Meg. This is Bill Harper. He's okay.
Hello.
Well, if you say so, it's all right with me. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, kids. How you doing?
Have a party outside and just having dinner on the other side.
Yeah, and are they selling them the drugs or
Or they're just like giving it to him. It's all.
cuz I don't give my drugs away.
And hell of a business. 0 payout.
Have many more smoke. You better run over and get some.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning? I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That kid out there, Jimmy. He's got a car. He'll take you. Come on, let's go.
Just volunteer the kid.
He's got a car. He'll take you. It just looks like a normal high school party where everybody's making out.
I've got to run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you? Why, yeah, my sister. Mind giving me a lift? Why, sure. Come on. Okay.
Wow, what a time. 16 and smoking.
Don't forget me.
Oh, May, don't forget me.
I never forget you.
Don't do it, Jimmy. He's such a good kid.
I thought you were scared. Of course, if you're afraid. That's better. That's more like it. I know you like that. Really, you will. And just take a puff of it.
That's the most accurate representation in the whole movie is the Oh, there's a Philip Morris sign back there. That's okay. Shoddy product placement right there, but one, two,
Bucks in
two and
my
a
shoe.
half.
Getting better every day. Those kids sure go for it. Well, had to run over for a couple more cartons. Ran.
Hello, welcome to Sin Days. Would you like to browse our wares? Well, let me show you some of our newest and top sellers, shall we? Well, of course, no doubt you're looking for rolling papers. Well, we have some of the newest and latest types of chip rolling papers. These little beauties are flavored and colored. Makes your smoking experience 10 times more enjoyable. Now, we also have these new things that you can insert into your rolling papers once you have finished packing. It's called filters. Unfortunately, I have none in stock right now. We will have some soon, though. But these filters eliminate that back of the throat burn that some of us may or may not like. So, but you look like the type of person that doesn't want to be like your mom and pa. Am I right? Yeah. Well, let me show you some newest and latest and greatest stuff. Let's see. There we go. It's called pipes. Now, these aren't your grandfather's pipes. Not in the least. These are made of glass, hand-blown. And, well, unlike your grandfather's pipes, you have to hold them a little bit differently than the usual. Now, we do have another type of pipe, of course. It's called a water pipe. Unfortunately, we do not have any in stock. They're one of our top sellers. We'll have some soon. But we do have the water for them, and this is purified mountain water. Now, this is some of the best stuff, and it helps with the flavor profile, just making it 10 times more enjoyable and more pleasing to the palate, of course. What is that? Is this only for smoking tobacco? Of course. What else would it be used for? Ah, okay. You're here for the good stuff, aren't you? Well then, let me show you the devil's select choice then. Well, if you're going to be hipping with the kids, then you're going to want one of these. This is called a grinder. Basically, you grind it at the bottom, and this one's a fancy one. Latest top of the model. You can store it. And when you're done, it comes with a fancy, brand new type of top, a twist top. Now, that's for getting a, what we call a bud, ground up, of course. Because you don't want to smoke this, you want powdered stuff. So, don't worry. But if we have an all array of flavors for this, of course. We already have ground, and of course, we have it in bud as well. So, what can the devil provide for you?
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
That was illegal.
Who speeds when they're stoned?
It's like he's clairvoyant or something.
Oh shit!
Boom!
Like I said, he's clairvoyant.
He did.
Sir? Sir.
Are you okay?
Mary, you're not eating your breakfast again. Bill Hartford hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two?
Why should there be anything wrong?
There shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that.
Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Hartford...
Bill's mother's not lying.
He never lies.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
Why, of course. Oh, Jimmy.
For what?
Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
Jimmy,
What have I got to worry about?
why don't you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy! Don't let Mother see you like that.
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotic to students, not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll. But
You mean it's natural?
It doesn't need to be cultivated like tobacco?
No interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to talk.
Nationwide orgy.
Let's get this arousing happening.
Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets. All these devoted to marijuana records. Here is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup.
Staging a holdup.
Hey,
Not doing it, just staging it.
Staging a holdup. Does he want Doritos?
Freeze.
Give me your Doritos, man.
Hey, everybody needs to like
Bro.
chill out and give me some money. It's fine.
Taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men. A young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker. Taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant case.
Yes, I remember. The newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up. New ones every day.
I'd like to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll.
Thank you. Sit down, Bill. There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always had excellent grades.
Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me. You're undermining your health.
Well, there's nothing, Dr. Carroll. Really, there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
Honest? If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story. Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question. And I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people? Well?
Oh, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something.
No one will ever be the wife.
The stiffest armpit ever.
Right.
Pat.
Look at this
It's
arm
still
going down.
hanging out.
How to emotion when
I am a Nazi.
Mary, you want to play sex?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for...
Hello, Mary.
You want to play sex?
You like my pink scarf?
He hasn't been here for weeks.
Ascot.
My ascot? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yellow.
the smoke colors and the dance. Without music. There we go.
Oh yeah, take it off, take it off.
Dance right into the kitchen.
Lucy, I'm home.
Didn't take that new kid long to catch on.
Don't take any of them long. Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see? Give me that and a fork, will you?
Get it yourself.
Yeah, get over here.
She looks drunk, not high.
I know.
I love that one.
Wasted.
Oh, God.
Come on, Bill.
Where? Side of her hip?
Yeah, it looks like.
Not even.
That is like the most dispassionate, like.
Just rub my face on your face.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's leave us some action.
The random giggle is accurate.
What's the matter?
Good morning, Miss Wilson, the police department. Good morning, Miss Wilson, the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it, and yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mary, come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
Oh, why, he's around somewhere.
Why does it smell like it stunk in here?
Come in and sit down, Mary. Come in and sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. Funny, we've never been able to get her up here before.
Hey, scram, will you?
I'm gonna seduce this child because I'm a pervert.
Yeah,
Clue
purple.
smoke.
Whip that, whip it in there. Do you like that?
Merchant.
Smoke, Mary?
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Oh, where are you?
He found the clitoris.
Oh. Things are happening and no one's there. Must be a ghost.
I'm just gonna throw it on the floor.
But now it's pink.
It's so big for her.
That was his joint, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on who's smoking.
Smoking
Hey,
it.
what's the matter? Am I an orphan? Hey, what's the matter? An orphan?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Thank you.
How do you feel, Mary? Oh, Mary, give me a...
No!
Mary.
No!
Stop it.
Consent is important, people.
No.
Yeah, seriously. Consent is strictly mandatory.
This is rape.
Yes.
Everything's all.
Oh yeah, because that's what's actually happening, and you have no recollection of reality when you're stoned.
When hearing no, get off me, please stop, is her undressing.
I mean, that's a good
Glad to
punch, I
kiss that.
guess. If you don't break your wrist while doing it.
Give me this gun.
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah. Boom.
And that is manslaughter.
What? No. And there goes Romeo.
Look. Jack, is she all right? Jack, is she all right?
It's just a flesh wound.
She's dead.
She's dead, Jim.
Hey, get me some water. Now listen, you two. I want you to get out of here. Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this. I'll get going. Give it to me.
Be blessed.
Just stick his hand in the water and make him pee his pants.
The power of Christ
The
compels
power of
you.
Christ compels you.
Does it, Jay? Does it really?
Harry. Mary. Mary. What happened?
You killed her. Look. After I scram, you call the cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You're up in the kitchen, you heard the shot. When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story.
Mary. Mary. Speak to me.
Mary. Mary. Mary.
Mary.
When you're so down, you have to double straw.
Oh, Jack? I was just talking to a friend of mine. A cop. Sergeant on the homicide squad. The guy you hit that day died.
Died? You didn't...
No. I didn't crack. I'm not going to. Nobody will ever know you were driving that car.
Well, thanks, Jack.
Just as long as you keep your mouth shut that you were ever up in May's apartment.
Yeah, Jack.
Sure.
Whatever you say, Jack.
Okay.
Now carry me a kiss. You got a pretty mouth.
Harper.
Marijuana.
Marijuana slang.
Your Honor,
He didn't slay the marijuana.
I'd like to recall Dr.
Marijuana
Alfred
slang.
Carroll. I'd like to recall Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand. Call Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
Dr. Carroll, as principal of the Lakeside High School, did you, during the last 3 months, notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student, William Hopper? Yes, in a number of things. For example, at times disassociation of ideas. In another instance, I happened to attend the recent interscholastic tennis matches. And while Bill Harper had been considered an exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet.
By as much as 3 or 4 feet. This, I understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Well, I was also thinking the
Dr.
criminality.
Kelly is the character witness.
Well, then, although you didn't know to your own knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana, did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that he was under some severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug? Yes.
Severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug. Yes. I recall distinctly a few weeks ago. It was during a class of English literature.
Flashback scene.
6 months ago, what would have been your opinion regarding the character of my client? He was a fine, upstanding American boy, a good scholar, a good athlete, and represented a good athlete.
And what?
Young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
Who smokes like that?
He does, apparently. He's like a dragon. He's Puff the Magic Dragon.
Shut up!
Why don't you let yourself go? Talk. Go off your nuts and have me that way, too. It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up! They've got us hidden now, haven't they? The cops can't find us.
Jack, I want to get out of this place.
You're going to stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover. Until the trial's over. The boss gets a better idea.
But they're getting on my nerves.
It can't last much longer. I'm not worried about her. We got to keep him gagged.
Oh, he's a behind the crack.
All you gotta do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Reefers?
They're probably still out there. I know it'll take me years to get the chance.
I don't think you'll get it. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see the boss.
Where are you going?
I take a shit. I'll be right back.
No.
Good game.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, boss. What are we going to do about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's going to do.
Keep feeding him those hot sticks.
That's what May's been doing. That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. He's on the tee. He's liable to take a powder on us and blow us topper to the DA.
You mean you think we'd all be better off if he never heard the verdict? Well, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Say no more. More no more.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Applebee's it is.
You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have a duty to perform. A duty to yourselves and to our community. Mary Lane is dead. The evidence you've heard at this trial could not have failed to convince you of the guilt of the defendant. By his own admission, he pressed the trigger of the weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death. We are not so much concerned about the motive behind the deed as to the deed itself. As to the deed itself, while the defendant has told you that he saw someone attacking Mary Lane, and that his mind went blank from that moment on, the defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard able men testify at this trial, men who have tried to bring out the fact that the defendant might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane. But the defense has been unable to prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred. He was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman. You've all heard what went on in that room. You heard it from the defendant's own lips. Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was in the way. She had found him out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her. If such deeds are permitted to go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live. I do not want children to live.
Unless white.
I cannot believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to put against society. You are upright citizens. That is why you were chosen to judge another. And as honest, upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of guilty.
And this court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case. No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
What's that big string in the middle?
The light.
The light. You'll be able to turn it on and off.
There's no switch?
Guess not.
Not in this old school building.
Apparently.
$11 for conviction, $1 for acquittal.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity.
Why is it moving? The ghost.
Ghost. It's the ghost of George Washington.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God. That's funny. Oh, it's about the guy's. Anyone else see that?
He's hallucinating. You're supposed to look at each other's answers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
I'm gonna copy that answer.
Have you reached a verdict? We have. The defendant will rise. What is your verdict? We find the defendant guilty. Charged.
No!
Grandma and Grandpa, no.
Should do it as the Swedish.
Yeah.
No, he just looked at the camera. Becomes this cute.
I need my purple to become the Mad Hatter again.
Purple haze.
There it is.
I said stop playing that shit.
They're going to hang him. They're going to hang him. They're going to hang him.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself. Here you are. And quit that crazy laughing.
Where's Jack? I want to get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack.
Rose pushed him off the door.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
He'll be here. Don't worry. He'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. You've got to see him.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon. Do you want me to play something for you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Play something.
Dun 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 dun.
Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
Let's go insane together.
And then peek right from her.
Faster.
Faster.
On this carousel of madness.
Faster.
Show tunes.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
It's Jerome. The paranoia is kicking in.
Yep. Everyone's a cop. There's a cops out here. You hear that? The cops are here.
It's the
Everybody.
ghost in the wall.
Oh, shit.
Nope, it's Jack.
Are you a cop?
Your eyeliner's smudged.
You want to kill me? I know what you want. You want to kill me? You're crazy.
Come on. This is going for a drive.
I just want to talk to you.
You want to go get
I just want to talk.
with my gun.
Where did he get that from? Where did he
Pulled
go?
it out of his ass. He's horrified.
When you're so scared, you start laughing.
Hurry. There's a terrible fight going on. Yes. Apartment 32.
Get over here.
Arrested, no questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna stay.
Well, he's got to make sure that he didn't accidentally shoot anybody.
He's wanted to play
Water.
Who's behind you?
No, no, no.
You'll hang if you don't talk.
No.
Who hired you and Jack Perry? Are you ready to tell what you know?
Yes.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Johnny. Judge's chamber. Welcome.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
I'll tell anyway. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand. We were all at the apartment one afternoon. Then Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight. But it was Jack who had the gun. He was going to hit Bill over the head with it to make him stop. And then the gun went off. I saw it. I can see it now. It was horrible. And before he knew it, Mary was dead. But you see, Judge, Bill didn't know he hadn't killed Mary. He was so doped up, they made him think he had. Ralph wanted to tell you, too. Oh, if they'd only let him. But this is the truth, Judge. I'm telling you the truth. After Jack saw the poor he was dead, he put the gun in Bill's hand. It was Jack's fault. And it was my fault, too. I just as much to blame.
White women tears.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency? I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
Prepare a statement for signature, and also an order setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the people versus William Harper. In the interests of justice, I shall direct the verdict of not guilty.
That's not how the judicial system works.
No. That was nice if it was that easy.
Right?
I decided you're not guilty.
Thanks.
Sign here, sign here.
Should read before you sign anything.
Mm-hmm.
She just lost her voice to Ursula the Sea Witch.
For some damn legs for some stupid boy.
You shall be brought into court on Thursday, the 17th, when sentence will be pronounced. Meanwhile, you will be held as a material witness in the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
Is that Peter Pan?
Come with me to Never Never.
This never happened, but it mighta coulda.
She cleaned up after it didn't work.
White woman guilt.
There was like very little blood for that to be a death.
All pulled in the front. It's fine.
I'd rather die.
Relax.
Meth, not even once.
She's blinking.
Revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case, one whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me. I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man, although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice, we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana. Thus, I am ordering you to remain in this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped. Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
Ralph.
Where's Betty?
Oh, Ralph.
Ralph Hapshat?
It's the Mad Hatter.
Your Honor, in this case, the state waives trial of the defendant, Ralph Wiley. It is convinced that he is hopelessly and incurably insane.
The paranoia.
It is recommended, Your Honor, that the defendant be placed at an institution for the criminally insane. To be placed at an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life. Defendant counsel joins the state in this request.
Since counsel for the defense, as well as counsel for the state, seem to agree on this, I see no reason why the request should not be granted.
Yes, that happened right here, to your neighbors. It is not too much to say that in your hands lies the possibility of averting other tragedies like it. We must work untiringly so that our children are obliged to learn the truth, because it is only through knowledge that we can safely protect them. Failing this, the next tragedy may be that of your daughter, or your son, or yours, or yours, or yours, or yours, or yours.
Oh.
Up yours.
Tell your children.
Tell them.
Tell them it's
It's the end.
Tell them it's the end. And remember, always smoke cigarettes.
This was brought to you by Philip Morris.
Doctor recommended.